Rosie O'Donnell unhinged. Now she's crying hard over Kavanaugh hearings. By Rebecca DeCirio, Entertainment Politics for MadWorldNews.com. Rosie O'Donnell played right into the hands of leftist conspiracy theories when she went nuts over a photo from the SCOTUS hearings. The hefty actress claimed that this photo of a blanking Nazi works for SCOTUS nominee Brett Kavanaugh. And she posted the photo all over the internet. That's when O'Donnell got hit with the truth, which left her looking like an utter moron. Don't miss this. As the Senate hearings to confirm Judge Brett Kavanaugh got underway, leftists were grasping at straws to stop President Donald Trump's nominee from being confirmed. That's when some nut job decided Xena Bass, the woman sitting directly behind Kavanaugh, was caught flashing a white supremacist hand sign. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. Of course they thought that before making a quick check to find out anything about this lame claim. Rosie O'Donnell jumped on the Nazi bandwagon, making sure all her loyal followers on social media knew that's exactly what was happening. According to Rosie, this photo proves Xena Bass, the former Kavanaugh aide sitting behind him, is a blanking Nazi. She posted the photo, adding blank with blank with a red arrow pointing to Bash's face. Oh, it was Rosie on the other tweet. I thought it was somebody else. Oh, gee. Because I didn't get it with those that hat of something. Oh, my mistake, folks. Well, if the former host of The View would have taken a minute and Googled Xena Bass, she would have been confronted with some pretty damning information, damning to Rosie's ridiculous claim. Rosie and other leftist losers claim Ms. Bass is flashing the OK sign, which some say is used by white supremacists. Unbelievable. But even the leftist outlet, the Daily Beast, couldn't go along with Rosie's deranged claim. They reported U.S. Attorney John Bass, husband of White House policy assistant Xena Bass, said those claiming his wife was holding up a white power, quote, hand signal during Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation hearing should be ashamed of themselves. The attacks today on my wife are repulsive. Everyone tweeting this vicious conspiracy theory should be ashamed of themselves. We weren't even familiar with the hateful symbol being attributed to her for the random way she rested her hand during a long hearing. Xena is Mexican on her mother's side and Jewish on her father's side. She was born in Mexico. Her grandparents were Holocaust survivors. Well, of course, have nothing to do with hate groups which aim to terrorize and demean other people. Never have and never would, Bash's husband said. Some of the Twitter comments have even referred to our baby daughter. I know that there are good folks on both sides of the political divide. I hope that people will clearly condemn this idiotic and sickening accusation. You see? Bass formerly worked for a communications director for Ted Cruz's ill-fated 2016 presidential campaign, as allegations emerged that she had used a white power, quote, gesture. Former Cruz strategist Jason Johnson wrote on Twitter, right, Xena Bass, who is Hispanic, is flashing a white power signal. Get a grip. As Rosie proudly pinned her tweet to the front of her Twitter account, it was then clearly pointed out to the hefty comedian that she's an utter moron. with this tweet. Yeah, the Mexican Jewish chick whose grandparents survived the Holocaust. She's a Nazi. Brilliant, Rosie. Yeah. Yeah. The Anti-Defamation League wrote the OK hoax was actually just the most recent in a recent series of hoaxes in which 4chaners and members of the other similar places on the internet, such as 4chan and Reddit, have tried to take innocuous items, symbols, or gestures and falsely attribute white supremacist meanings to them in order to fool liberals and get them to spread such false messages. Now Rosie O'Donnell is crying like a baby as her big shining tweet pinned at the top of her Twitter account for several hours proves she's one of the biggest morons out there. Hateful Rosie won't take it down. No, she wants to live in a fantasy world where President Trump is a racist and everyone associated with him is in on some nutty conspiracy to turn America into Nazi Germany. O'Donnell knows the truth, that it's one huge lie, but she can't bring herself to admit it out loud. That's fine. It's just great to see her squirm, and if that's all she's got, Judge Brett Kavanaugh will be confirmed in no time. Really? Really, Rosie? Come on, Rosie. Give it up. Give it up. You've lost your mind, girl. You've absolutely lost your mind. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.